All right. Hello, everyone. I am Gidget Carrizales, fibromyalgia warrior. After being diagnosed over 20 years ago, I reclaimed my quality of life. I lost 35 pounds and regained my energy, and I have maintained my weight and energy levels for over 10 years now. And now I lead other women through the very steps that took me from where I once was to where I am today. And today I am here with this amazing soul, Diana, who has given me the privilege of leading her on her weight loss journey through my 90 Days to Thrive method, and who has agreed to come on here and share her experience working with me through my signature program. So, Diana, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you share a little bit with us? Tell us a little bit about yourself and what were your biggest struggles prior to joining the 90 Days to Thrive method and working with me?
Diana Schomburg. I am a mother of two adult children and a grandmother of one and one on the way. Um, Struggled my whole entire life with my weight. Before I met you, I have tried the gamut of everything with weight loss programs, all the MLM programs, shakes, keto, you name it. Tried them all. Nothing worked. Nothing was sustainable. I tried them all. Nothing worked. I would lose a little bit, but nothing stuck, you know. Yeah, nothing worked at all. And I struggled my whole entire life with my weight.
So,
So,
when you say your whole entire life, at what age do you feel that it became such a struggle for you?
it became problematic about probably 10 years ago.
Mm.
I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Um, I was struggling with pain every day. Um, I was really struggling a lot with pain. I didn't understand it. I couldn't shed the weight. Um, really debilitating. My daughter was waiting on me. I couldn't barely get out of my chair. Um, I felt like I was 80, 70 years old. I mean, I couldn't even get out of my chair. I would literally sit in my chair and cry. I could not get out of my chair. And yeah, my life pretty much sucked. Yeah, I was hanging on to all this excess weight. Um, my life was horrible. I had, depression, anxiety. It was bad. It was really bad. And I knew I could not continue to live my life that way.
Something had to change.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
if you don't mind, let me ask you, what made you reach out to me?
Well, actually, I was, basically scrolling through Facebook and I came across your profile. And at the same time, my daughter was cleaning out a closet in my apartment. And she was kind of yelling at me with all of these supplements in my closet. And she's like, Mom, what are you doing with all this stuff? You have all these supplements. None of them are working for you. What are you doing? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I found you and I'm like, this lady on this Facebook profile, she's like, contact me, book a clarity call. I'm gonna check this lady out. She's got fibromyalgia too. I'm gonna just do this. So I did. I booked a call with you and I talked to you for well over an hour. I remember that. And we talked and, you asked me, what's my why? And I said, I wanted my freedom and I wanted my life back. And I did. And I wanted it back. I wanted to not hurt anymore. And I just wanted my life back. And that was my biggest push, you know. I just wanted to live again.
I
So
know. I
yeah.
remember you telling me, I remember you telling me you could barely get up out of the chair and you had a grandbaby and
Yes.
that you wanted to be present in her life. You wanted to play
Yeah.
with her. And now you have another one on the way. And
Yes.
goodness, yeah. So I remember that day. So you've tried many things before, and I know you stated that you tried keto and some other things. Why do you feel that those things did not work long term for you? And why do you feel you kept putting the weight back on? So you would lose some maybe, and then you would put the weight back on. Why do you
Yeah.
feel that that took place?
Well, a lot of the things, a lot of the things is it's there was no one to follow up with me. A lot of the things is the mental capacity to learn these things. I was on my own. There was nobody to coach me. And that's the difference with your program. You're there for me. Um, every step of the way. You had a breakdown with your program week by week. We had coaching calls. Um, and the mental why of why we do things in your program and you know um the methodology was there with your program. That was the big thing. That was huge for me in learning the why behind why we're doing the steps behind you know how can I say it, the methodology. That was why are we doing the things we're doing, um and why are we eating the things we're eating in this step. It's the mental clarity, um and getting that mental part of it and
Yeah.
wrapping your head around it. Whereas with the other programs, you didn't get that. You didn't get the coaching. You didn't get the steps behind it. You didn't get the help. I was on my own. It's like you got products thrown at your face and say, here, take it. Whereas I didn't, you know, with your program, I got coaching. And if I needed
Ability,
help, if I needed
accountability
help,
and support. Yeah.
exactly. If I needed help, you were just a text or a phone call away. So that was huge. So that matters. So that
And
was that was the biggest thing.
and also realizing like and this was a big one for me when I started my healing journey is starting to notice our belief system, our
Yes.
habits, our behaviors that led us to where we were, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the state
Yeah.
that we didn't want to be. And those are the things that get left out. Like it's not just about food. And
Exactly.
the really paying attention to who we are being in this life and the choices that we are making day in and day out every moment of the day, not that we're looking for perfectionism because it's not about being perfect,
Right.
it's about being aware.
Exactly. Exactly. And that was another, one of the things too, like, the lessons that you had and the breakdown in the lessons. I mean, it really made you stop and think. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. It's like it really made you stop and think about what am I doing? And you bet. You really have to wrap your head around what you're doing in your daily life and how you're eating and when you're eating and what you're doing while you're eating, and it all matters. So that was a huge learning curve, and you know I still practice them every day while I'm eating. It's like, no, I don't look at my phone while I'm eating anymore. No, I don't watch TV anymore while I'm eating. It matters, because you need to pay attention. And, yeah, it matters. So that has been a big learning curve um, in what I'm doing. So, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And Diana, once you decided, once you, de- let me ask you this. After getting on that clarity call with me, right,
Hmm.
that initial clarity call, what made you say, okay, I know this is for me. I have got, like, after speaking with me, what was the word or the phrase or whatever it was that I shared with you, what was that deciding factor that you knew that you had to become a part of something like this, that you knew that this was what you were missing?
Um, Freedom. I knew I needed my freedom, and that's always stuck with me. Uh, yeah, that was my biggest why, my freedom. Yeah, I've always, and I don't know why, but it's been here in my heart, right here. It's been in my heart. It's been my biggest never give up. Um, yeah, it
So,
it's it has really resonated with me. Um, and I don't know why. Just when when I got off that call with you, wow, it something really hit, and and I felt very confident after that call. And I came out of my bedroom and I said to my daughter, I said, wow, I have never felt so confident about anything than I do today about a program. And I'm going to do this. And my daughter said, I believe you because you were on that call for a long time. And I heard some of that conversation. And she goes, I, I felt that. And she goes, I know you're going to do it. And I've been doing it.
you have.
So yeah.
Yes,
And
you have.
yeah. And she goes, I could feel that you really meant it.
Amazing.
So yeah.
And so now, once
Yes.
you joined my program, what were some of the fears or concerns that you had? Because just like with anything, right? When we
Hmm.
start something new, all of that stuff loads up in our brain. What went through your mind when you started?
Well, at first it's like, oh, can I really do this? And it's like, once, at first I was like, I don't know if I can do this, you know, that mental part of like, gosh, can I really afford this? Can I, you kind of, your mind races and it's like, all this food, it's expensive, da 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 da. But then you start thinking, yeah, I can do this because on the flip side is, what do I have to gain? Health. What do I have to gain? My freedom. What do I have to gain? Less pain. Yeah, it's going to matter. You know, I'm going to make this work, and less medical bills is a good thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I'm going to make this work and I'm going to cut out some other things to make this work. And I did. And I'm going to not eat out as much. I'm going to cook. And I did, and now I hardly ever eat out. So it, yeah, you find ways to make it work. And yeah, yep.
Amazing. And what has been your experience so far working with me in my program? What have you experienced so far?
I have experienced wonderful ladies. I've experienced nothing but support, nothing but great support. A cheering section. Um, I almost get upset when I miss group calls. Because you know uh, these ladies are like, they build you up, you build me up, um, with tips and tricks and recipes and um, you know, just great support and lessons. And I mean, if you don't get that out of this, then you're doing something wrong. I mean, it's there. It's right at your fingertips. And, it's all there. It's all
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And yeah, I've gotten all of that from this program and it's working. It's really
Awesome.
working. Hmm.
Awesome. It's so important to have a community of women that are going through a very similar
Yes,
time and place in life, right? And then
it so is.
you're all working, I'll say both, but you're all working towards the
Mhm.
same goal. And that's let's get this weight off, let's regain our energy, and let's just start to feel better, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, men and women. Yeah. I mean, it's important to have, it takes a community, it takes a village. And what better to have other people get on these group calls, coaching calls, whatever it is, whether it be just with you and I or, a group of women. It's great to see other people's successes and it's great. I mean, I love it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Good. I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you love it. Now, with anything, right? With anything when we start something new,
Hmm.
a lot of times when we first start something, we're gung ho, right? And we're
Yeah.
excited and everything works for a while. And then, of course, the cycle, which most of us women go through anytime we're trying something new, the cycle of being successful for the first few weeks and then falling behind and back into the old cycle. What mindset shift did you feel you had to make to follow through so far in this program?
Basically, yeah, I had my plateaus and there were some times where I, had some hard times, I got frustrated sometimes. But then you just have to go back and you have to just say, "Hey, listen, get back on there. Go back to square one," and you just have to buckle down and you just have to go back, read your notes, get get rid of that, as we call it, critter brain,
Yeah.
and start again. Get back on the wagon, start again. Get going again, and get that support and keep going.
The
Keep
all or
going.
nothing mindset, right? The all or
Yeah.
nothing mindset
I mean,
has to go. It's
there's
like just
yeah,
just because you've done good so far and then all of a sudden you have a burger doesn't
yeah,
mean you threw everything you've done away. And we learn how to not beat
exactly.
ourselves up, right?
Oh, exactly. I mean, yeah, I've eaten some horrible things and I've paid for that.
Yeah,
I mean, but
I
that
still
doesn't
do.
mean that you have to throw in the towel either. I mean, it's all learning what is good for you and what's not good for you. It's all learning your body and what works and what doesn't work. And we're, I'm still learning, um, and
It's an ongoing journey.
it totally is. It totally is. And that's part of the journey. And that's great that we do get those aha moments, and that's part of it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
awesome. So,
Yeah.
Diana, share with us what size were you when you first started working with me versus now?
When I started with you, I was in a 24 jeans, size 24 women's jeans. I weighed 270 pounds. And today, and a 3XL t-shirt.
Is what you were in.
Yes. Today, I weigh 192 pounds. I'm in a
Another
size,
pound down since
yeah,
last
another
week.
pound down. I'm wearing a size medium shirt. a size 10 shorts and size 12 jeans.
Holy cow. And look at the glow in your
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
Like, do you go back and look at our original videos
I
to
do. I do. And I go, what the hell?
you look a whole other person?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I tell my kids, I'm like, when I started this, I never thought I needed to lose 100 pounds. Is that weird? I mean, I don't know. I never set out to lose 100 pounds, but I'm 22 pounds away from losing 100 pounds
Freaking amazing.
without surgery, without pills, without a GLP-1, without anything. I'm doing it on my own with your program. And I'm pretty proud of that.
You
And I would have never been
absolutely
able to do it without your program.
are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm pretty happy about that. And um I've gotten off of all of my anti-anxiety medicines, off of all of my pain medicines. I've cut my blood pressure medicines in half.
Wow.
My cholesterol is amazing. My blood pressure is where the medical doctors want them, like in the one teens over like 70s. Yeah. Like it's pretty freaking amazing.
And here's the thing, you started out on a weight loss journey. All
I
of these
did.
other things are the side effects of you
Yes.
learning what foods work best for your body as an individual and what
Yes.
foods were stealing from you.
Yes.
All of the other things are a bonus. You
Yes.
lost the weight and you have less pain and you have more energy and you're coming off of all your meds, most
Yes.
of them. Like everyone's journey is different and everyone's
Yes.
experience is going to be
Yes.
different, but this is what is possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is
And
what,
I have so much energy. I don't know what to do with it half the time. Like I have not turned my TV on in months.
yay!
Like, yeah, I just don't watch TV anymore because I don't
Isn't it
because
amazing?
I'm doing things. I listen to music instead.
And what we
And
don't realize is when our body is getting the nutrients that it
mhm,
needs, that it's been begging for, and
yeah,
we start getting rid of those toxins, it's
mhm,
amazing the
it
energy
is.
that you start to have.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty darn happy about it.
I'm
I
so
mean,
excited.
I play with my granddaughter and we run around like goofballs in the
I,
yard
I
and
love when you share pictures of you and your granddaughter. Yeah.
yeah, she's like, "Come on, Kika," and yeah, we play all the time and I keep up with her and that was my goal.
Yes.
That was my goal is to play with my granddaughter. And I have another granddaughter on the way and I plan to keep up with her as well. Yeah. So, and I have a pretty stressful job too and I'm keeping up with that too. So, yeah. Yeah.
And do you feel this is sustainable? Do you feel this is a true sustainable lifestyle that you can continue beyond this
Absolutely.
program?
Absolutely. I mean, I eat pretty much whatever I want. Um, yeah. And there's food everywhere that I can eat, even on vacation. I mean, yeah. I didn't have a problem on vacation finding food at all. And it was pretty easy to find foods. Yeah. It's once you figure out what you can eat and what works for your body, it's yeah, absolutely.
You can
Because
eat
you're
until
not
you're satisfied.
Absolutely. I can eat as much as I want. I'm not weighing. I'm not measuring. I'm not mixing. I'm not doing nothing. I eat whatever I want when I want.
Now
Yes.
that's freedom.
That
That's
is
freedom.
freedom. That
When
is
you
freedom.
stick with the foods that you learn that work best for your body, you can eat
Mhm.
as often as you're hungry and
Yep.
until you're satisfied.
Yes.
There's no
Yep.
counting, there's no weighing, there's no point
No.
system. There's no like it's nothing. There's
Yeah.
no stress in any of this.
None of it. You should see my big salads. They're huge.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge. I
Yeah.
mean, my
And
daughter looks at them and
just
goes, "You're going to eat all that?" I'm like, "Yes, I am."
yep. Same way.
Yep.
I get huge ass salads. But the thing is it's not all like a lot of times people think, you have to eat salads all the time, but we eat
Oh,
meat and vegetables and
yeah.
it's not just salads all the time.
It's not. I eat a
Yeah.
lot of meat. I eat a lot of meat, fish. I mean, whatever. I mean, once you figure it out, I mean, yeah, I eat a lot of food.
Yep.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so Diana, if there's one thing you could share with everyone right now, maybe to that woman, who's been on the fence and may have fear or doubt, what would you say to that woman?
Oh, stop procrastinating. Jump the fence. Just do it. Just do it. Get your freedom. Get your life. Stop being in pain. Life's too short to be in pain. I mean, just do it. It is so worth it. So worth it. I mean, get your freedom back.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, get your
God did
freedom
not put
back.
us here to suffer. God did not put us here to suffer.
No,
He put us here to
no,
thrive, to live,
absolutely.
to
I
have
mean,
energy to grow up with our adult children and play with our grandbabies for as long as we possibly can.
absolutely. I mean, life is too short to be so unhappy and in pain. And yeah, go get your life back. Yeah, do it. Yeah,
Thank you, Diana. I'm so
you're welcome.
glad you got your freedom and you got your life back. And
I'm getting it. Yeah.
I love being a part of your journey. And I thank you for choosing me
Well,
to
I thank
lead
you.
you
You gave me
because
my life back. Yeah, your
you
program
showed
gave me my life back.
you showed up and did the work and are still doing the work and choosing you each and every day. And I just thank you for allowing me the opportunity to have this conversation with you because it is so important that other women see and hear what is
Mhm.
possible, right? They just have to
Yeah.
commit to it. They have to decide
Yep.
and commit.
Yep. Their why has to be strong enough. And you know what? Uh, if you're really, I would say this, if you're sitting on that fence and you're really struggling with, you know, your life choice and you really are that unhappy with your life, get moving. You know what? Make that choice and just do it. You know,
Because the
try
weight
it.
can come off. The weight can come
Absolutely.
off
It's a bonus.
sustainably healthy and sustainable. And
Mhm.
we learn to work with our body and not against it.
Absolutely.
And the bonus that comes with that is that many women start increasing their energy and easing their pain.
Absolutely.
And it's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
amazing. Awesome, Diana. Thank you so much. And
You're
I
welcome.
look forward to continuing to support you and
Absolutely.
watching your journey continue. I know now that you've made it this far, your next goal is getting that 23 pounds off to hit your
Yes.
100-pound goal, which was never even an initial
Not even a thought.
goal to begin with.
No, no.
Because I remember our first call, you're like, if I could just lose 30 pounds, if I could
Yeah.
just lose 40 pounds,
Hmm.
you even said, I would love to lose like 70 or 80, but I don't think that's going to be possible.
I never even, no, it wasn't even a thought. Now I'm like, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds.
And
What?
here you are.
Yeah.
Your journey has been amazing, nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. I'm so
Thank
proud of
you.
you. I'm excited for you. And I know that your kids and your grandkids are so happy to have you back.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. My kids are super proud of me, and my dad is very proud of me. Yes. Yep. My dad is very proud of me.
I know
Yep.
everything. Well,
Yep.
Diana, thank you so much for joining me
You're
today and
welcome.
sharing your experience. I love you. And not only I do not only consider you a client, you are a lifelong friend. And
Oh,
I have so
back
loved
at you.
getting to know you and your family. And
Yeah,
I know that we are forever friends now.
absolutely. I consider you a great friend as well. So thank you.
So thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Let me